Hi, I'm Anne from Game Like a Mother. Today I'm going to provide a rules overview and review of Beat the Parents. It's ages 6 and up, 2 to 6 players, and it takes 20 minutes. Let me show you how to play. The goal of the game is to be the first to get your token all the way to the win spot. Before playing, you need to figure out a wager. Kids have a wager, adults have a wager. Whoever wins their wager. For the start of the game, kids get to go first. They are yellow. And the adults will draw a question card and read from the kids' questions on there, the trivia questions, and they'll ask something like, what color do you get when you mix red and blue? If the kids say purple, then they get to go forward a spot, and then they continue to ask the questions on the card. You keep on going as long as they're getting the questions right. So if they get all three right, they move 3 spots. That's it for their turn. Their turn is over. Now it's the adults' turn to be asked questions. So you draw a card for the question, draw a card for the adults, and they get to ask, like, what is the name of Atlanta's Major League Baseball team? If they say the Atlanta Braves, they get to move forward one. But then if they don't know, what is the oldest active volcano on Earth? If they don't know that is Mount Etna, then that's it for them. Their turn is over. The kids keep on getting asked questions. If they get this next one correct, they move on to this challenge spot. At that point, it doesn't matter if they got their question right. They have more that they would get to be asked. This is discarded, and you immediately move on to the challenge card. There are a bunch of different challenge cards. Some are 1 versus 1 from different people on the team. Sometimes it's whole teams doing an activity. You can do something like finger hockey, where you're trying to shoot a coin into a net that people are making from their fingers. So it's a fun, active kind of thing. And then the winning team moves 2 spaces. So the kids are here. If the parents win it, then they get to move forward 2 spaces. It's now their turn. They're asked a question. And the same thing, if they get their question right and they move forward here, then they get to do the challenge. This is 1 more rep. Everybody's doing it's like a push-up competition. So whoever wins the push-up competition, we'll say it's the kids here. They get to move forward on their path. And you keep on going until you get to the final challenge. And in order to win here, you have to have won the final challenge. Like, even if both of them are right here, whoever wins, you just keep on doing different challenges until whoever wins the challenge ends up here, and they win their wager, they win the game. So that's how to play Beat the Parents. The target demographic for this game, it is a choice for a family-friendly game for an easy, casual family game night. The rule complexity is very easy. How competitive this game is depends a lot on you and what your wager is. That's actually one of the trickiest parts of this game for me. Whenever we get out, the first things my kids want to wager is they want to get a new puppy. They want $100. They want to have all of the Legos in the store. So we have to manage the wager first and get it down to, okay, maybe you get a piece of candy, an extra piece of candy or something like that if you win. But you can kind of do it however you like. You can have some some serious wagers on there if you want. It's open-ended and it's whatever you want it to be, but it's something to manage and be aware of that. And then the other thing is the challenge cards. I highly recommend having a policy where you can flip to the next one if it's not a fit for your family. For instance, one of the ones when we first played that we picked was Scrub-a-Dub-Dub, where the first team to wash, dry, and return a dirty dish to its correct location or wipe down an entire countertop would win. Somebody would break something, like, for sure, in our house. If we tried to play that, running back and forth, someone would get hurt, something would get broken. So we skipped to the next one, which was Belly Laughs, where everyone laid in a circle with their heads on each other's stomachs. And you picked a player to start saying ha, and then you go around in a circle. Each person says ha, then ha ha, ha ha ha. And then the first person to start laughing loses for their team. Well, that was super fun for our family. But if you're playing with older kids, like teenagers, they might not be as into the touchy-feely, like being that close to each other kind of thing. So I think it's good to have a policy where you just kind of flip through to the card that works for your family. There's a whole big deck of them. There's a ton of options. So Recommend that to help gameplay go a little bit better. Replay value, I'd say, is medium, because this is a good one to pull out occasionally. But then people will be excited to play. I like that the wager part of the game really does add to the game and make it so people want to play. And the gameplay itself is really fun. You make some really fun, happy family memories. The trivia questions are just very well suited for kids and then for adults. So it's very fun to get out and play when you do play it. Similar games, if you like this, I highly recommend Jumanji Deluxe. It is all the fun of the game Jumanji, but the deluxe version, if you push a button in the middle of the board comes alive, and you're working together as a team. It's cooperative to answer different trivia questions, and it's some of the same thing where you're kind of running about the house and doing different tasks. It feels very similar, very cute, very fun. And then also Headbands is basically like fancy 20 questions. Very family friendly, works for anyone, but Beat the Parents is cute. It's a lot of fun. Your kids will be super into the wager portion of this. So go check it out. Thanks, and see you next time from Game Like a Mother.